All right, I have in front of me one of the greatest lead generation tools and trackers I have ever seen, and probably the greatest tool that you guys can use every single day doing your lead generation. There's programs out there, all the contact management systems, all of them, and don't get me wrong, they're awesome, and KW is going to launch a great one, and you need to use a contact management system. This is strictly a lead generation tool. I don't want you guys abandoning a contact management system. What this does is during your lead generation, it tracks exactly what you're doing, so you can see how many calls it takes you to get an appointment with a seller. How many contacts does it take me to get an appointment with an expired, with a farm member, with a Met database person, with a allied resource? Am I getting any referrals from them? I'm tracking all of my numbers, so I know exactly what I need to do today to get to my financial destination. There is no way to get to that goal unless you're going to wing it, but there's no way to get to that goal unless you know where you've been. And what this is going to do is it's going to track exactly where you've been and what you're doing, what you're succeeding at, what you're failing at, and it's going to pop out right at you. You're going to say, oh my God, I'm calling these people and I'm not converting these people. I'm not converting for sale by owners. I'm going to a training on this right away. I'm going to see somebody who is converting and see what they're doing. And vice versa. If I'm doing phenomenal at something, then I can bring that back to people as well and help train on that and give that information and that feedback back. But there is no bigger thing in this market right now than lead generation, and in any market, lead generation is always the #1 thing you can do for your business, and nobody ever tracks it like this. This is going to track it like you've never seen before, every single thing you do. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of this program. This is the main sheet here. There's quite a few other little snippets that I bring along with this, but the lead generation is the key to it. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to find out how much work does it take me to get to a financial goal, and this thing's going to do it for me. So I put my desired income in here, name, year, my desired income. What is my percentage of income listing the buyer? I put that in here. What's my average listing price? What's my average listing sold, buyer sold? My percentage of commission normally is 3, but whatever yours is, and then also your split. So if you're on a 70-30, you would put in the 70 in that field right there. And then what it does is it automatically figures out, okay, that takes 19 listings and 13 buyers to make that amount of money based on those volume numbers. And then I can find out exactly how many listings do I need to take and how many buyers do I need to get under contract. All I do is I say, okay, it takes 70% of my listings I sell. It automatically figures out, okay, then you need to take 27 listings to get 19 sold. I need to get 16 buyers under contract to get 13 sold. And vice versa. It does it here for appointments, which is key. You need to know how many appointments you need to go on to get to your financial destination. If you focus on the end, if you focus on getting it sold, you're never going to know how much work it actually takes today, because that's all that matters is you have today, and you need to get the lead generation done to get in front of these people to get to your financial destination. Annual appointments, it tells me 41 and 24, that's 3 and 2. So 3 a month and 2 a month, buyers and sellers. But the other thing this will do is it's going to tell you how many contacts on average would that take per day to get that many appointments. And it figures it all out here, yearly, monthly, and then daily, and that's 12.8 per day. This is 8.6. So it's telling me right away it's going to be about 20 contacts a day at that conversion rate. If I get in front of, if I'm a better lead generator than the average, then I don't have to do that much work, and it'll all figure out. So it'll tell you exactly what you need to do today to get to your destination. And the key to this program is your lead generation tracker. So all you do here is I'm going to go in here and put in, so if I'm lead generating my 1 hour or 3 hours, I'm going to go in here and put 125 and put that in here. I just contacted, and expired. So Jim expired or explored. Seller, and then it asked, did I ask for the appointment? Yes. Did I get the appointment? I'm going to say yes, I did in this situation. And then did I ask for a referral? I'll say no, and I did not get the referral. I could put in any notes. Now again, this is not a contact management system. You're still going to have that up on your screen so you see who you should be contacting, but this is going to track your calls, and I should have put 25. Because what that does is it tells me, okay, today I've got 13 contacts remaining, because my goal, and I can change my goal, I could say I want to make 30 people, so it'll automatically tell me how many I have left. So it says 13. As soon as I enter in 125, it goes down to 12. And then it also will have a little pie chart here that will disappear once you're completed and just give you a little message saying you've just done the most effective thing you can do for your business. And then you go in here and you put in what that is, Jim. I don't know why I always use Jim, but I do. Fizbo, that is a seller. Did I ask? I'll say yes, and I did not get the appointment this time. And then no and no. And I put in any comments, and now I'm down to 12, and I am not leaving my lead generation until that number is at 0, and I've completed my goal. Because if I do not do that, I will not get to my financial goal. There's no way. You need to lead generate. And that what it'll do here is give me automatically calculates contacts until appointment. It tells me exactly how many contacts it takes me to get an appointment. Based on my history, it tells me it takes me 3 contacts to get an appointment, and that's over the last 365 days. Contacts until referral, it takes me 7 contacts to get a referral. So I know exactly what I need to do to get my financial goal every single day. I need to contact 3 people to get an appointment. That's huge information that this thing will automatically calculate. It tells me today what I've done today, 8 contacts. I got 6 appointments. It tells me what my conversion ratio is when I contact people. Referrals, I asked for 3 and I received 2. Over the last 7 days, I've gotten 8 appointments. I've made 17 contacts. Last 30 days, I've made 111 contacts. I've gotten 42 appointments. I've gotten 17 referrals. And it tells me in the blue here, those are crucial numbers, tells you contacts until appointments. So in the today, it took me 1.3 contacts to get an appointment. Over my last 365 days, it's been 3.1. So I'm doing very well over these last 7 days. It's been 2.1, 30 days, 2.6. So I'm getting better at my scripts. I'm doing a lot better, and I need to keep that top of mind and keep doing what I'm doing because I'm doing better than my averages. And then it will take it to the METs, your FISBOs, and it'll tell you exactly what you're doing there for your last 30 days. How many contacts until an appointment for a MET? Last 30 days, it's taken me 6. For the year, it's taken me 3.7. It'll do that for sale by owners, expireds, your farm, allied resources, and also buyers and sellers. It will automatically calculate all this information for you, so you know exactly what you're doing and what you're doing well and what you're not doing well. In the blue here, appointments made. I can see where my appointments are coming from. 13 from my allied resources in the last 30 days. 12 from my expireds and I can see that number. But what it does is it not only tells you where your appointments are coming from, but it's telling you in red here what your conversion ratios are. So when you're contacting them, 16% of the time I'm getting an appointment. So I'm not doing very well with my MET database. For sale by owners, I'm doing very well, and I can see that. And I can keep doing what I'm doing. I need to keep that top of mind as well. Expires at 40%. Maybe I should do a little bit more training on expires, and I can do that, and this thing will automatically give me that number. And I can see where I'm doing well and where I'm not. Where am I getting my referrals from? I'm getting it from my expireds, my farm. I've gotten 5 from my expireds, but at a 16% ratio. So I'm contacting a lot of them and not getting referrals. And not that I expect to out of an expired, but I can just at least have that knowledge. And it'll give all that information for buyers and sellers as well. So if I'm contacting a buyer, 2.3 contacts to get in front of a buyer, 3 contacts to get in front of a seller. For the year, it's been 3.1. For the year with sellers, 3.5. I've gotten 26 appointments with buyers, 28 with sellers, and I'm at a 44% conversion ratio if I get in contact with them with a buyer, and a 33 with sellers. So I need to work on my sellers. I'm getting a ton of contacts, and 33% of the time I'm getting in front of them. That is not a good ratio. So it'll automatically track all of that for you, and then a vital signs print. Basically, of that, a 1-page printout for you prints off. And it tells you what it will also calculate is tell you this year contacts until appointments 2.5. It will calculate contacts until you get a listing or a buyer rep. It tells you exactly how many to make to get a listing. Now let's find out how much it takes to get one sold. It'll automatically calculate that as well. It will calculate contacts until sold with a seller. It takes me 20 contacts. It takes me 22 to sell a lister. So it'll automatically calculate all those ratios for you, tell you your appointments, contacts made this year, 104, and that's calendar year. And then it will also give you your last 365 days for all these categories, tell you exactly how many contacts you've made to all of your contacts, last 90, last 365, in a nice printable format so you can sit down and review your business like never before. To get this product, just email me at kelvinmergan@kw.com.